All right, everybody. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to Vesta Angels Tarot. Today is November the 4th, 2024. I hope everybody is well. So I'm going to give this just a quick moment to see if I get kicked off of YouTube. Because, sometimes it be doing that. And I don't want to get too far into the reading. So, all right. So, yeah, I hope everybody is well. So, I had talked about before, like doing a form. Um, and we also want to do the Saturn Goes Direct reading. And for the people who do not know, I do Vedic Sidereal on this channel, not Western astronomy or astrology. So yes, Saturn is retrograde in Aquarius, and it has been for several months. Now, just like when Mercury goes retrograde, we want to give it, 7 days pre and post. So Saturn will be, back, let's just say back to his regular self, around November the 14th, 15th, okay? But between today and tomorrow, um, it is returning back direct, okay? Now, the cards that you see down below, I just pull some cards based on the full Pisces energy for me, um, about a fresh start, you know, um, having and starting a new journey. Um, the Tower, a sudden ending, a sudden breakup, a sudden, and I'm country, y'all, so suddenly, okay? SUDDENLY, suddenly. Yeah, but I'm country, okay? Georgia country. So a sudden breakup, a sudden coming together, okay? Um, a tower moment, um, a, a sudden realization, a spiritual awakening, um, a breaking down of something, also can be a sudden rising of something, okay? Now, in the tarot, the star comes after the tarot. So that's why I did put the star card. Okay. Yes. So if it is a sudden tearing down of something or a sudden rising of something, hey, extraordinary hair, how are you? Then the star card is in the tarot deck, placed after for a reason. The rebuilding, the healing, um, the caring, the nurturing, the um, the aspects of your feelings and emotions. That's why she has one. I don't need to put some marker over her little naked butt. Um, that's why she has one foot in the water, one foot on land. Okay, how will the healing be placed or distributed is a better word, over the land, right? One foot on the land, one foot in the water. We all know that water is a reflection of our feelings and our emotions, the moon. Um, then you have the Five of Pentacles, you know, which a lot of us have been in the Five of Pentacles for a while, if not months. Um, and I would say more months than weeks. Okay, if you really look at your financial status, your housing status, your job, your career type of status, I would rather say more months for everybody, more for the common people. I'm not talking about to celebrities and also the top influencers that's getting like 100K a month off of views, or they're bringing in 5,000, $10,000 a month. But even their views and even probably how they're getting paid is being decreased a little bit, right? Because it's coming from another um, corporate or entity that is distributing that money out, right? So, Five of Pentacles, things have changed for all of us. Whether it's, like I said, financial or economic status, changes to your household, changes to your physical house or housing, um, getting less hours, some people getting fired from their job, a huge let off. We seen that with Pepsi last week when they fired over half of their plant, okay, and suddenly closed down the morning of that people was coming in to work. Um, so now they're out looking for a job and trying to figure out how are they going to pay their car notes, insurance, rent, mortgage, medical care, taking care of other people, family members, whatever the case may be, paying for college and things like that for their child or children. And they was just left just really with no explanation, you know, just put out on the curb pretty much. And I don't have to say allegedly because that's exactly what happened. Now we have, and then we had the Teamsters and the union looking into that, right? And this was in Chicago, 51st Street, I believe. Now you have the Mr. DeVille card. Your particular situation, or all of us as a collective, are we going to be able to um, be let go and out of the things that continue to, or we continue to allow ourselves to be chained as a way of thinking, being chained to a certain set of beliefs. I'm going to continue to do this because my parents did it, my grandparents did it, my cousin and them did it. So I'm just going to do what they did, instead of being the food card and um, making decisions based on your journey, not what your parents did in the 30s and the 40s and the 50s, in the early 1900s, grandparents and things like that. Because their economic status is different than our economic status, and the price of their rent is totally different than the price of your rent now. So, are we going to allow things such as the devil card here, Mr. Diablo, to continue to be chained to those type of tactics? Okay, so this don't have anything to do with anything particular. I just decided just to throw these cards out, and we're going to clarify them just to see, a representation. Some of you may be having a tower moment right now. Some people can be going through eviction. Um, some people may all of a sudden come into housing, okay? Walking and taking the next step into um, home ownership or assistance with down payment, um, being able to get out of a relationship, the tower moment that was unfortunately maybe abusive, whether it was emotional, mental, physical, um, the restraints of some of you, having to, you don't have enough money, Five of Pentacles. So some of you had to move in with family or move back in with your parents, and now you're able to set yourself free, the Fool card. So it's so many different combinations here that can be anybody that may come across this video. Yes. Okay. Let me throw out on me a little bit of this. Ashe. Okay. And let's find some clarifying cards. Let's just use these. And, one day this week is no big rush. We'll do the Saturn goes direct because I know I'm going to need a lot of time for that particular video. And then maybe tomorrow, if y'all want to have a discussion based on any of the results that we may have for tomorrow, then we can do that. All right, the Fool card, Pisces energy. Now, if you do not know, Rahu is in Pisces until about May, June of next year. So some of you Pisces, if you did not know that, that is why you also have been having a little troublesome of time. about decisions, self identity, confidence, nightmares, illusions, and things like that. Okay. It started for you Pisces around about this time last year when Rahu moved into your zodiac sign. So, K2 is in Virgo. And so, Virgo, same thing for you. Um, K2 will be moving out of your sign May, June of next year, also. Okay. Now, I meant to put the world card, but I didn't have enough room. So let's go ahead and add the world card because the world card is the representation of Saturn. And I do want to add that, okay? Because Saturn is about lessons, and whether it is about you as, your personal journey, your personal lessons that you have been having or have been learning and going through, the world card is also about change. The world card can be 10, 20. And like I said, when Saturn going direct, as of today, tomorrow, I believe Saturn will not go retrograde again until about 50, 20, or 50 years. So that's how big of a deal that Saturn does not go retrograde, like we always see Mercury and Venus and all that stuff like that, right? So this is a lot of the destruction and a lot of the chaos also by weather phenomenons, things coming up to the surface, um, with people, their issues, things that has been hidden, things that have been next to Diablo there, things that have people been doing wrong for a very, very long time. And now they're getting caught. Now that information is coming up to the surface. Now with Saturn, it's like, you're going to have to pay for that, right? You thinking that you're getting away with it, and because you got away with it for so long, Saturn is not going to allow it to keep going. Okay, Saturn will make you pay the price for things, but people think they escape it because they haven't, or did not get any type of consequences. But Saturn don't play that. Saturn, you will answer as a very hard lesson when Saturn puts the gavel down. Saturn is also associated with the court system. We see patterns of Saturn every day, in logos, um, of these Fortune 500 companies. You may have even the symbols of the rings that's around the planet of Saturn in different logos and things like that, whether it's from cars to food to, the names of company. Saturn is very much also in religious aspects. Saturn is also known, I believe, as the black box. So it's so many references to Saturn that people see every day but don't put two and two together. Then you have some people that be like, "Oh, Saturn and all that is not real." That's what they want you to keep believing so that the world card to Diablo here, um they can keep doing what they want to do and getting away with it and receiving the economic surplus from it. But we're gonna go ahead and clarify here. All right, let's go ahead and cut, and let's start out with the Fool card, which is also a reset, right? And a reset is after 12th house of Pisces. Some people call the Fool card Aries because the Fool is a new start, a new beginning. But for me, Aries is always going to be first house. Um, your personality, your soul, your spirit, your persona, right? Also, the sun, your ego. Your first house is you, who you are as a person. But in the tarot, it's the number zero. So even if you have the number 10, Saturn, the world card, you drop the zero and it will be a 1. Okay? But 12 Pisces is 12th house. So that's the number 12, but then you have to go to 12 to 1 as to begin the next number or to start over. Okay? So some people read it differently, but the Fool card for me is Pisces energy. Okay, you coming out the box already with 2 cards. Look at there. Fool. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know my channel, they're gonna give me what I need to know. So we got Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse. So somebody is very strong-willed, want to do something their way. Now remember that the Fool card is a very spiritual aspect of a card. A lot of people remember, some people forget or don't know. But the Fool card is a representation of I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know where I'm headed to, and I have faith that wherever I'm going toward is going to be better where I'm coming from. Okay? The Tower here. Um I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for change. And I have faith that the little clothing on my back, the little knapsack, that I'm taking with me, my loyal friend, that's why you always see a dog there. Um, it's like I'm having faith that I'm ready to go forward, even though I don't know or have a plan. Okay. Um, You know how a lot of religious people be like, you always have faith in this like that because you don't know, and people say whatever is meant for you is meant for you, but you got to have faith. You got to keep faith that everything is going to work all right. The Fool card, all right? But somebody's not having faith. It's more of egotistical, being very strong will, more of I want to do it on my own and in my own way, and not having no religious or faithful background with the Fool card right here in reverse. It's kind of like it says, being strong will, juggling too many things, temperamental, or having a because Fool card also can be looked at as childish because you don't know. Child or children are ignorant until they grow up and learn things, right? Until they're more educated, until they have been taught, and until they teach their self, until they go through that first hard lesson, right? And then from that lesson they have now some type of faith from learning and going through that lesson, so that when they charge for it again as a Fool card, they're going to have faith now, because faith was not there in the first place, because you know a person had to learn, right? So this is somebody learning something hard the hard way. They're being very temperamental, um, pessimistic. Oh, this is not gonna work out. I know it's not gonna work. No matter what nobody say, I'm not having faith that this is gonna work. Okay, so this is why I started out with the Fool card in the upright, but now it popped out in reverse. Not being easily moved and very demanding. That is the opposite of the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay? So instead of having vision and being courageous and energetic and confident and outgoing and strong, somebody wants to be demanding and temperamental and pessimistic. Like I said, instead of being the Fool card, I have faith. I'm not going to pitch a fit. I'm not going to have a childish breakdown or be a crybaby about it. Um, but yeah, so now the Four of Coins, Four of Pentacles is in reverse also, which is priorities. And it says, an uncluttered life. Okay. So let's read this one. It says releasing materialism, being more minimalistic, and reevaluating, and less is more. So somebody here, like I said, may be leaving a situation with the tower moment, a sudden breakup, um, a sudden leaving of a premises, can be being evicted, can be leaving on one's own behalf without any struggle. Um, but yeah, that's what the tower moment can be, a sudden realization that somebody here needs to reevaluate and feel that, and they feel that less, they don't understand that less is more. Okay, so in other words, with Diablo down there, somebody was having a lot of greed. Okay, somebody was having a lot of greed. They were juggling too many things when they should have been more of a free spirit or spirited person, having more faith, believing in new beginnings. Hey, Stagner. So let's keep going. Before we go, let's read what this fool card have on the back. And like I said, a free spirit, right? So let's read what this fool card says in the upright. A beginning, like I said, being spontaneous, going on an adventure, being and feeling very carefree, being let out of something, especially with the tower card here, or the divine or the universe, if you want to say it like that, suddenly let somebody go out of a situation, okay, or gave somebody a way to get out of a situation, and the universe um made something happen where that a person was set free. But instead of feeling carefree and happy and very gun-ho about being going on a new adventure and learning and going to something towards something new, a person here is feeling pessimistic, like, oh, this is not gonna work, I got too much stuff to do. They're being temperamental, they don't want to release the materialism, which can be cars, houses, money, bank accounts, investments, and stuff like that, right? Endorsements, whatever the case may be. So, and it also say being idealistic, innocent, unique, travel, and free. Okay, so again, that's what the food card is. So let's clarify the tower. And please look at this as a collective energy. This is not a personal. But if you can get something out that I say that resonates for you in your life, then okay, right? But this is supposed to be the energy I'm picking up for multiple people as channeling, and also far as the energy that I'm getting off of the cards. So as a collective, we're supposed to be heading toward new adventures, carefree, and new, going through towards something new. The food card. Now, whether I put that out first or in the back, the cards to clarify it is still going to clarify the food card, whether it was in the beginning or whether it was last. But I put it first because the food is not last, it's the number zero. Okay? So instead of us as a collective wanting to be free and set free, most people are going to be wanting to reevaluate, you know, not wanting to release materialism, not understanding that less is more. So somebody still want to be hoarding, very egotistical about letting things go. It can be certain job positions, you know, it's kind of like the food card is saying it's time to clean house. It's time to clean your house. Such also can be decluttering. And matter of fact, I just came from the trash can. I walked to the garbage can outside before I came on because I just got through decluttering, you know. If you have too much stuff or if I keep trying to hoard stuff, I cannot be open for new stuff to come in. So I'm steady going through things, eliminating things because less is more. But if I feel like I want to hold on to this job, I want to hold on to this, I want to hold on to being in the spotlight and all type of stuff, but it's not really for you or for somebody else, then something else may also be in the works for you that can be better. But you know, you have a lot of people, especially in politics, that don't want to give up their seat because they're making a lot of money, they have a lot of status, they have a lot of power, they can network, they can pretty much get what they want, they can get out of things. You get what I'm saying? And the cards is coming across like it's time to release materialism and go into more of a free spirited energy. Juggling too many things, not moved easily. Okay, so if somebody's not moved easily, then this can be why the tower is here. And then we have metamorphosis popped out, internal change, which is the death card in reverse. Now, what did I tell y'all the other day about the sun going in Scorpio? I told y'all that there's finna be some huge decluttering going on. Only because, and it don't even have anything to do with allegedly the election. It's just period. Every time the sun goes into Scorpio energy, and again, Vedic sidereal, not Western astronomy or astrology, in Vedic Scorpio season is November the 15th through December the 15th. Okay? Not tropical. Every time that sun goes in Scorpio, some of you may also converge. It's a lot of stuff that erupts. It's a lot of breakups. It's a lot of incidences that happen because it's eighth house of the death card. Transition, transformation, the tower moment. The tower card, and that's crazy. Eighth house of Scorpio just clarified Scorpio and Aries energy. Internal change. Y'all have watched enough readings to know that eighth house of Scorpio or Scorpio energy is a tower. Mm-hmm. So by November the 15th, it is going to be a metamorphosis, internal changes that would be happening, not only in our communities, our environment, um, in this world, but also your personal life, okay? A rebirth is happening. Again, while the Fool card is the first card out, purging. It just told you right here about releasing materialism, juggling too many things. If you're juggling too many things, then you're not realizing that it's time for a purge. And we all know what that is. Regenerating, emerging, and transfiguration. Okay? We know what metamorphosis is if you want to think of the transformation of a worm, or what is it? A moth to a butterfly, or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so before I clarify the star card, let's read the death card in the upright. Complete renewal, transformation, total overhaul, transitions, finished, it's over, and change. So the death card right here in the upright is the present moment of a tower going on. But since it came in reverse, I feel that the tower has not happened yet. So I feel that the tower is going to happen starting when the sun goes into Scorpio. So starting November the 15th, we're about to have some purging, a rebirth, things are being regenerated, a transfiguration, and something new will be emerging from the breakdown of a tower. Okay? So in other words, it's like these people been in this tower too long. Well, that's kind of tragic. Let's cover her up. But these people have been in the tower, and you see the crown that is falling here. Okay, too many people has been in too many positions and doing too many things for too long, and it's time for a purge. Okay, not literally, because I don't want YouTube and nobody else coming after me. But we all have to purge things. You have to clean out your refrigerator. That's purging. You have to clean out your garage at some point of time. That's purging. You get rid of clothes that you can't wear anymore and give them to the thrift store. That's purging. So you have to get rid of things that are no longer for you. So I don't understand why, and when you don't, that's when you have continue issues to keep happening in your life and to you because you never purge, right? You keep collecting and collecting and collecting. And if you never reciprocate, then that's when the issues fall back on you. It's okay to collect, but you also must be the star card, which is for humanity, which is healing, which is offering healing, which is offering a connection, also healing yourself, healing your feelings and your emotions, self-love, thank you, and recovery. Clarifying the star card is self-love, which is time for reflection. And this is the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, so holding back, repressed, tuning in to your intuition, and taking care of yourself, the star card. So, by Aquarius season, and again, the star card is another representation of Saturn along with Capricorn and the world card here, right? Because Aquarius is on the world card along with Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio, and I do include Capricorn for Saturn energy. So, yes, I feel by the time the sun goes into Aquarius, and for me, that will be around February the 15th through March the 15th. Again, Vedic Sidereal. We will be more as a collective in and about self love. Okay? Because it's time for that. We as a people tend to care about everybody else around the world, but we don't do anything or ask questions or stand up for our rights when it comes to ourself. We give so much money out to these people, to that cause and this cause, but what about us? Self-love. And you can be also the same way. You take care of everybody, family members, friends that may ask for money. Somebody asks you to do something, you say yes. But then at the end of the day, are you taking care of yourself? you know. And around February, you can bookmark this video. That's going to be a time that a lot of us as a collective, we're going to be holding back. We're going to be feeling repressed. And we're really going to be listening more to our intuition. Okay. Now, if you take it from this way toward this way, then we can be in the self-love time frame right now. And somebody wants to talk. Y'all see I got choked, right? Somebody want to talk to you. Because I was fine before I start talking about self-love. So somebody still has an issue with self-love. That's probably why you haven't heard from this person. That can be the issue for some of you. While a breakup, the Tower card, is going to happen or has already happened. And some of you already can be in this Fool card energy where you have already set yourself free. Okay? Because you have learned the lesson about self-love, and you don't want to keep putting too many people and things and situations and stuff on your plate. You're realizing now, even as being separated and set free, that you're juggling still too much stuff. And it's time for you to not turn temperamental, but to be more easygoing, okay? And allow things like a sense of recovery to happen and to continue to happen for you. You said you was cutting melon and listening. Oh, I love you, Stagner. Okay, Five of Pentacles. And please, y'all know I don't never tell y'all anything wrong on purpose. I don't never try to persuade you one way or another. I just give y'all the messages, and I love that my collective and my moderators are so open minded, use their intuition, also they use their mind. Anybody that may come across this video, um, I don't judge here. So if the message is for you, it's for you. And something I say the next 2 days may be for you, and maybe this is not. Okay? Because it can be something that you're still going through, and it's not meant for me to give you a message at this time. It's meant for you to learn it on your own. And then after you get the epiphany, and then you hear me with another message a couple of days or a couple of weeks later, then you can be like, oh, okay, so that what it was that I went through. Mm-hmm. Releasing pain and a magician in reverse. Now, this is the second time that that magician has came in reverse. Some type of manipulator. Somebody who is doing a lot of spell work. Whether you believe in that or not, spell work is not new. And it is being used all around the world and all in different cultures, countries, and businesses. I please really want you to believe that. Um, we actually do a lot of spell work every day, but you don't pay any attention to it. Every time you speak, you're casting spells, especially if you're speaking the English language, because it is jumbled, it is scrambled to be misspelled, to be spelled backwards, and words doesn't really mean what it's supposed to mean and have the correct spelling of it and the definition. So the English language is a total cast speller. Um, but yeah, that's a whole nother video. Anyway, releasing pain, end of the suffering. Release. They told me slow down, girl. Okay. Resisting the inevitable end, recovery, which we just had that card on the top. You see that? Recovery. Finally over it, old wounds, and festering. Somebody here is going to be mad that they're put out of a situation, let go. Money has changed. They're not receiving the same amount of money, income, power, status from A to Z. Okay. Oh, thank you, Stagner. I appreciate it. But somebody, is already looking at a situation. And again, this could be a family member to you, you know, that they've been needing help and maybe you already helped them, or a best friend. But you can't keep doing it every week. You can't continue to allow this person to just drain you dry just to help them when they're an adult. Now, for me, if you ain't 12 and under, well, let me include my daughter. If you ain't 16 and under, you ass out. I'm sorry. Okay? I'm not finna keep breaking my back to go to work and give more than half of my check to another adult who want to sit on their ass and don't do shit. I'm sorry. And the custody words had to come out. Okay? I just can't do it. Now, I'm a humanitarian. I got a lot of Aquarius in me. But it's just kind of like, if my little bitty old 4'11" self can do it, why can't this 5'9" 6'2" person do it? Why do I have to keep being the bearer of providing for everything and everybody when other people are capable too. It's just that they want to be temperamental, they want to be pessimistic, and they want to not have self care and take care of their self. They want to hold back. You know, everybody gets scared and stuff like that and hesitant. That's normal. But the fight within you is to overcome that. This is also why the Queen of Wands here is in reverse. You know, a Queen of Wands is not going to hesitate. Same thing as a King of Wands. That's that passion. That's that drive. That's that, oh, you can't hold me back. Okay? One person told me no, but I'm finna get on the phone and see what else I can research and find. hmm So I don't know what this is, but I do see the releasing of pain, that something that was or is inevitable, like it was going to happen eventually, whatever that was or is. And coming from these old wounds, you see how the old wounds is here, but then the star card right here is the next card. And this is again why self love is the next card over. Getting over recovery from these old wounds and festering over somebody who held you back, Five of Pentacles, somebody who didn't pay you back. You know, I whoop they, you know, I'm just playing. Um, you know, things that wasn't going right. Ain't nobody gonna save us but ourselves. It ain't no government, it ain't no celebrity, it ain't no speech. It ain't nobody gonna help you and save you but yourself. Period. That's why each one of us is an individual warrior when it comes to having our own passions, desires, and wanting to, you know, not be pessimistic, but to have confidence. It's a time to release the old wounds, quit festering, and it's time to stop holding back. Listen to our own intuition, which is built into us for a reason. It's time for us to quit looking for outside people to validate what you already know and feel. It's just about you having the confidence to do it, to get it done, and to go after it. Finally making that decision and having courage. That is also okay. That is also the Mars energy that is in Gemini right now. Mercury. But Mars will be going retrograde in Cancer the first week of December. Okay? So, this is why a lot of communication is being forced out very directly, you know, because of that Mars energy. All of even conversations, and some of you may think I'm talking like that right now, but I just talk like this. Because I should have been a teacher. I used to be want to be a teacher when I was little. Um, but you know how some people are just meant to be professors and teachers because they have that direct dialogue. They have that type of passion in their voice to get those words out so that people can listen, not hear, but to listen. Two different things, right? So I'm not fussing, I'm not cussing or anything like that. That's just how I talk about things when I'm very passionate. Um, right? So it is a time for us to world card coming up next, right? Very soon. To release the old and the furl. We have because we're going through a shift change, y'all. And it's not just a personal shift change, it's a world, the whole world, like Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. It's a whole world change. Our environment, our weather, our climate, our conditions, the soil, the foundation, the mountains, the ocean, the animal life, everything is changing. And so many people are are not paying attention. They only think that it's personal, but it's not. And if you I don't even want to say accidentally, I don't want you to get caught up in so much of juggling too much things, relying so much on materialism, where that you're missing the regeneration or regenerate part that's happening around you and that needs to be happening within you and about you, and you purposely doing your own surroundings as a regenerate. You can't keep the same people around you that you used to mess with 20, 15, 12 years ago. Why? Because you have changed. You're not that person anymore. You're not the same person you was 5 minutes ago. Why? Also because you have already gotten older. We age every second, every minute. And the more you look at things like that, you will outgrow people and situations. People outgrow jobs. But people tend to want to hold on to jobs because of power issues, because of it's making them a lot of money, because it keeps them in a power type of scenario. And the universe is saying, hey, the crown has to fall because you now are keeping my people from not having a metamorphosis. The chains in the devil card here. Let's clarify that next. And I don't even care about the candidates. It's more of the stuff that pissed me off was trying to get all these celebrities that are millionaires to tell me that I need to vote the way that they want me to vote, but I'm the one in the Five of Pentacles. Am I stupid? Did it go over my head? Am I missing something? Because what makes you think I'm gonna listen to you, but you ain't on my lease? I'm not married to you. Why are you as a celebrity supposed to have a final determination on what I choose, what is best for Michaela? But you a millionaire and I get a certain amount of money per hour, 40 hours a week. But as a celebrity, you want to tell me what to do? It's like the audacity. That's what pissed me off, Tower Moment. It ain't even about the candidates. You know what I mean? And for me, it's kind of like you think I'm stupid, where that this the only thing I got going for myself is to listen to you because you put out a couple of albums. Like, who the fuck you think I am? But silly as it may be, you have a lot of people that fall for this shit. You know why? Because they're repressed. They're very much repressed. They don't listen to their own intuition. They like to listen um to situations and people as direction. And I've never been one of those type of people where that I really needed to have direction. I always have and had a free spirited type of energy, right? But you got some people that needs direction. But that don't mean somebody's taking you in the right direction. That's what you got to be very careful of. And even when I date and I may say yes and finally get into a relationship and or marriage, you say you have, hello, may I have a message from my guy? Okay, babe, I'll give it to you in a minute. Um, I even asked somebody if I end up dating somebody. Okay, now that you finally got me, what's the plan? They be like, uh, I. So you want me to follow you, but you don't know where you going. I'd rather listen to my own self then, you know? So what's the point of having a leader if the leader don't know what the hell they fucking doing? So what am I being a follower to? But you still got so many people that are followers and chained to materialism, cosmetics, the latest shoes, the next high priced item that is on the internet, right? That's being sold out everywhere. And if you don't got it, then you not that person. You're not that top influencer. It shows, oh, you don't got no money. What? I mean, it's so many people awakening from that bullshit where that same gimmick is not gonna keep working for so long. But you do have a large mass of people that still rely on that crap. hmm They rely on that crap. They live by that crap. Um, they socialize by that crap. But you have a lot more people now that are becoming the food card. They're becoming, if you want to use the word awakened, it's more like they're coming into their self. We are becoming unchained from old wounds and going and moving into a sense of recovery. It's really not about following somebody, it's about recovering one's self. And every time I give y'all these readings, that's what I want you to learn and teach yourself. It's about the recovery of yourself. Okay? That's what these readings are supposed to be about. Remember, you are a spirit living a human experience. So at some point in time, this materialism should not even matter anymore. Okay, yeah, it was fine and good for a while, but at what time are you going to give all that stuff up and it don't mean that much anymore? Because as you get older and older and older, you ain't going to worry about what's the next pair of sunglasses or tennis shoes that came out that cost $500 or $1,000 because you're damn near 80. Some of y'all are going to awaken faster than others. And I use the word awaken vaguely because it's bigger and stronger than that. Clarify star angles, Mr. Diablo. And again, this is from a collective standpoint. Eight of Pentacles. Dedication to the craft. I'm telling you, somebody or entity is working overtime, and that's for, that's just minimal talk. It never stops. But Diablo here is really putting in the work right now. You know why? It's because a lot of people are breaking those chains away from that. And that can be any and everything: a toxic relationship, a toxic job, old wounds, not taking care of oneself, festering, holding on to hatred and being upset for 20 years. You ain't doing nothing but eating your own gut out. You ain't doing nothing but causing ulcers. So you're ruining your own body because you want to fester instead of saying F that stuff and be like, that person gonna get theirs. You know what I mean? And move on. Yeah, you're gonna be mad for a minute, right? But some people take it to the extreme. But right now, please know that it is this card is a representation of the materialism and the constructs to how far we go for materialism, for power, for desire, for passion, for things that are not very good for us. A lot of people work very much a lot of overtime to keep it going, to stay in it, to stay around it, to be the cause of their life, to make money off of it, right? Whether it's companies, whether it's politics, whether it's your boss, whether it's that family member that you can't trust. We all know what this is. So, detailed, mastery, sticking to it, self-employed, achievement, committed, work, and specialty. So we have seen a lot of examples lately of specialties in this Diablo card, which is, you know, moving humans against their will from one place to another, whether they're adults or minors. Um, Egregious acts upon people when it comes to unwanted um, closeness being taken from a person by force. You've got connections that people are forced into, or acts that people are forced to do in order to have specific Eight of Coins. You know, Eight of Coins is kind of like work, right? A job, a mastery, um, how you earn money, right? Whether, like I said, it's a company, whether it's something personal that you do, whether it's something that you personally want to be a part of. The Diablo card here can be a group of people that somebody also wants to keep themselves associated with so that they can be a mastery to this and be chained like this to that particular society, company, other individuals, or whatever, right? Somebody here is very committed to serving this. And some of y'all don't really believe that. But that's on you, okay? But people work very hard every day to stay very committed to this. And by all means necessary, they will continue on the behalf of people who don't want to release materialism. They put money on people who have old wounds and that like to fester to keep them working and keeping you committed and attached to this. Let's clarify the world card. So when I finish, one of my moderators, get that. Do I have to take two cards? Get that person's question and put it back up. I'm only answering one question. I never seen that person before, or if they have been here, they never said anything. So I answered one question for them. So now you got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. I don't want to do it. I don't want to work. I don't want to integrate. I don't want to come together. I don't want to collaborate with you. I'm not trying to put the work in. Three of Pentacles in reverse. I don't have a plan. I don't know how to do this. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Next to the King of Swords in reverse. So somebody is upset. Somebody don't have the right words to say. They may not want to have conversation. They may not have a speech prepared. Their words are very jumbled. They don't write their own speeches or letters. Because the Three of Pentacles is a collaboration of work. And a King of Swords in reverse is that somebody don't know how to do that. The King of Swords in the upright is somebody very intelligent, well spoken, can be a lawyer, a doctor, a philosopher, a student, a teacher, a judge, right? Also can be members of politics or court, a judge, anything like that. King of Swords. So we have a message from her guys. Okay, thank you, Stagner. So we have controlling, standing firm, lacking integrity, addicted to power. You see that? I just told y'all. I just told you. Not learning from past mistakes. I've been said that too about 30 minutes ago. Lack of interest, disharmony, and third party friction. Is that Oh, they say loss of motivation. I thought it said loss of materialism again. So we know that the world card is about a new chapter in our life. And when I say chapter, I mean literally the next 10 years coming up. Okay, regardless of what your age is, this is going to be the next 10 years of your life. And if you're going to continue to hold on to being mean, hatred, old wounds, holding back, being repressed, not listening to your intuition, not taking care of yourself, participating or allowing things to stay attached to you, whether it's in your feelings, your emotions, your mind, your spirit, your environment, your home, um, even holding yourself back from entrepreneurship. Okay, having a loss of motivation, a lack of interest. Somebody here or you will need to begin to stand very firm in the future. But be very careful about an addiction to power. Somebody has a huge addiction to power here, and they haven't learned from the past mistakes. But somebody here is sitting in disharmony also. But I feel that that's about to close up because Saturn is direct now. Okay. The next week or so, Saturn will be going direct. So, based off of that, let me clarify something real quick, and then we'll do the person that chimed in question, and I will let y'all go. In other words, it's time to stop being a follower that want to pop out. It's a wake up call about to happen. Also, it can be another tsunami, hurricane, typhoon that will be coming. Again, be gentle with yourself. You're a very magnificent soul. Stop being harsh on yourself. Have compassion and passion. Stand firm. Okay? If you need to become very controlling right now of your environment and of yourself, then do that. So that could be anything. Your feelings, your emotions, your health regime. Okay? The King of Swords is in reverse. So setting up a medical appointment, learning about your health, getting wiser with the King of Swords in reverse here, getting to the heart of the details, ask questions. The King of Swords is in reverse. Research, find out information, okay? So that you don't have to repeat. Somebody here is about to repeat something from the past because I already got the world card here. And the past is the world card, Saturn. Saturn is about time. And time don't give a F. Time will make you repeat stuff. It's just that as you as a human, you don't have time to waste. But the world do. The world will keep evolving whether we're here or not. The world will continue to be here whether we're here or not. Whether we're replaced with more humans, another different type of species, aliens, more animals, dinosaurs, whoever decide to come back, whatever, right? You the one that don't have time. The world has time. So it's time for you to learn from the past. Okay? Get more interested. Get more into a sense of harmony instead of disharmony. Don't let people keep you festering, cuz you create your own old wounds. People don't create wounds for you. You allow wounds to be created within yourself. So I'm going to point the finger to you. I know how I have done it plenty of times in the past. I have created ulcers because in the past 20 years, because I would fester. When you make a Capricorn mad, we do turn into this. I ain't even going to hold you. But I do have a gentle side to me because I'm half of that. So I'm always torn between these two cards. You make me bad, this is me here. So I try not to let people trigger me. Um, and then on top of that, I got an Aries moon. Okay, so I try not and let my warrior side when it comes to addictions like to food and sugar and salt and intimate relationships, when I know the person or the people are not going to do right by me. In my past, when I was younger, yeah, I used to stay very attached to situation. I have attracted physical abusers in my past when I was in my 20s, um, when I was only bringing love and healing. But because of my over attachment to resisting the inevitable, thank you, Source. My attachment to resisting the inevitable, I kept having these. Who resonates with that? See, if I break stuff down to you, you'll see and understand. But then I would start having more attitudes where I don't give a F. And as soon as I started having more attitudes like that, my life got better. Okay? Because you can't fix and heal everybody. And I had to learn that not as a mistake, but as a inner standing. You get me? Because I was trying to help the other person to understand. But it was a lesson for me to understand that you can't fix and heal everybody. It's each individual person's job to do their own healing and to fix their self and to bring their own self confidence, feeling left out, feeling left behind, feeling like somebody did something to them when they didn't. Okay? That's all about self love. Okay, so lastly, we said that the world card is about having compassion, having that passion, right? Closing up a cycle is time, and we will begin a new one. Like I said, Saturn, the next time it go direct will be 50 years. Okay? Trust and honor. The more you follow your intuition, come on, Pooh. The more you follow your intuition, the more you'll find that the right door will open to assist you in fulfilling your life purpose. Also, the star card. Um, Let me check the activation. Okay, no delight. Again, a sense of disharmony, not feeling happy, not being happy. Um, Pessimistic, very demanding. So it says the frequency of delight supports your capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight you feel, the more delight you invoke into others. So to be honest with you again, somebody here is going to have another lesson to learn. Now, remember, we never stop learning. We never stop learning lessons. So I'm not saying that everything is going to be um, sunflowers, okay? But some things you just don't have to redo and repeat, you know? And it all can just boil down to not listening to your gut and your intuition. Now, as a collective, A lot of people are not going to be very happy. A lot of people are going to be overwhelmed. A lot of people are going, it seems like half of the people are going to have trust, the other half is going to be not trusting. But it is a door. The world card, like the back of the trust card said, the more you follow your own intuition, the more that door is going to open for you. Instead of thinking and allowing for somebody else to do for you, somebody or situation that you're attached to, depending on that, relying on that, and that could be anything from people, places, things, programs, leaderships, bosses, lovers, marriages, whatever. Okay? Um it really didn't give me what I was looking for, but I'm going to answer this person's question and I'm going to leave that. Now, we do have, like I said, when the sun goes into Scorpio in the next couple of days, we're about to have a transformation. New love, renewed hope. So, again, somebody may be announcing that they're separating, breaking up. I know that a couple of celebrities have passed in the past couple of days, like Quincy Jones, um, the person that was the owner, the founder, I'm sorry, of Home Depot. hmm So it's a new legacy, it's a new world for their family, their children, that they'll be moving into. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different things for a lot of different people where that renewed hope now about facing the world here or leaving that world behind, because Saturn is father energy, right? And then losing a father or father figure and now becoming out on your own, regardless of whatever the age is. um, that's a huge step. Losing a monarchy of a family, the world card, and becoming single, or becoming the person now as being handed down a foundation, a new job, status, career, um, company, right? You may know or they may not know on what to do next, on how to handle the business or whatever the case may be, but they have to now carry that on and take it on as their journey, if they choose to. So like I say, this reading can be different for everybody, okay, but we're gonna leave it at that. And let me just throw out a couple of cards for this person. We got getting more inspiration, getting into harmony. Okay. This also for you can be getting back into the romance, not only with yourself, but they're saying allowing a new person or people to come into your life. Okay. Remember that when people come into your life, it's not their job to inspire you. It's your job to inspire and have creation for yourself. Don't give freely other people those sense of responsibilities, because they will let you down. Because they're human and nobody is perfect. Okay? So, if you are having, or you will be, they say in the near future, having new romantic feelings, go with the flow of that. Okay? You're not going to be heartbroken. I feel that if you had a heartbreak, feeling very shattered in the past, um, that is your sense of inspiration to fix that. Okay? And we just talked all about delight and harmony, being the food card, closing out cycles, festering, and all of that, right? Stop festering, take care of yourself, love yourself, self love, self care. Um, Let me get something else. And don't only let romance be the nature of relationships with people. It's okay to have friendships. You don't have to be romantic or intimate with everybody or anybody that you meet. Allow friendships to be free spirited, um, to be able to be yourself. Because when you're a free spirited and you don't have romantic feelings attached, the devil card here, you're able to have more of discernment, okay? Because the heartstrings are not attached. You can love somebody from afar. They don't have to sleep and be with you every day. They don't have to be in your energy every day. It's also telling me that, this self love is more needed than you relying on somebody loving you every day. Now, yes, it is nice to feel and be loved, but that's not the end all be all. Self love is more important than somebody loving you. Because if you don't love yourself, then how you expect for somebody to love you more? hmm And they will treat you accordingly. And if they have a problem with that, then they are this. They are selfish. They are arrogant. They have a very temperamental type of attitude because they want all the attention on them. They don't want you to love yourself, take care of yourself, spend time with yourself, heal yourself. They want you to do all that to them and leave you Five of Pentacles lack thereof. So be very careful of that. Okay. I'm going to get one more. I'm going to put you 3 cards out in tarot. And if you need a full detailed reading, you can always email me and I can set that up for you. Yep, spiritual awakening, realizations, and then you have friends in reverse, not being influenced anymore. Pretty much said that in the whole reading too, didn't I, y'all? All right, let me put you some tarot down. You see that? You see what I'm talking about? I can't even shuffle the deck. So, new friend, if you already had a separation and healing from a breakup, and it also could be a best friend. It don't have to be a lover or a spouse. It could be also a bad roommate situation. It can be letting go of a job or being fired or coming out of financial challenges. Um, and you're building yourself back up right now. Continue to love yourself, you know, because the more you build that up and for you could also not be having the same people around you anymore heavily influencing you, like the devil card here, keeping you chained to that frame of mindset and thinking. Nobody likes it when people break out and become a fool card because they want you to stay this, whether they're a friend or a lover, even family members, you know. um But sometimes you just have to know it's time to break off and break free. You also could have or will have to move, or you recently moved. Y'all know this why they call me Vesta. Look at her. I'm telling you, we're going into a Fool card energy. Now, Pisces for me is not until the middle of April 15th through March 15th. So we're going to have a reset here, okay? And who I'm reading for right now, you're embarking on a new journey. You're gonna have the strength. You got the strength. It's a little struggling for you right now. Um, but your intuition is telling you it's time. The Hangman in reverse. Yeah, you got the enlightenment. That's probably why you're here. A lot of people don't be really guided to my channel like that because I do very long readings. So a lot of people already be clicked off, which I don't care. That's on them. But for my moderators and for my long term subscribers, they get me and they know when I talk and I channel, I give them information that can mix with their own wisdom, their intuition, and insight. And it helps give them clarity. It helps them to figure things out. Um, my readings are more of foresight, okay? Maybe different than other readers. I see other things in cards that some people may not see. So my readings may be a little not normal a lot of times. So, but what I'm telling you that you are on the right track. What you're waiting for is that enlightenment. You're going to get a light bulb for whatever this is for you. You will get the answer. Just hang on. Keep being strong like you're doing. Don't allow a certain person to influence you back into the same old way or thing, environment. Don't allow that person to move back in. Don't move back in with that person. It's time for you to set yourself free. Okay? You could have already started this around in Leo season. Um, but you're on the right track. I keep wanting to say baby girl. So I don't know if you are divine feminine or not, but thank you, Statner. See, they're the emperor. Taking charge of yourself and your life and your environment. No more of the shattered heartbreak. Okay? Remain strong. You got two strong cards here. So that also tells me that your masculine energy is taking over, which is good. Um, because that happens a lot of times with divine feminines. When it's time to take charge over ourself, our environment, and our life. And you could have been too open far as with your feelings and emotions, and you got heartbroken, and now you're taking charge again. Aries energy, the Mars energy, right in Gemini. I don't know your birthday, but either for me you could be Pisces. You got a lot of Pisces coming out, so that can be your moon. If your birthday is between April the 15th, no, March the 15th through April the 15th, then you're a Pisces for me. You also could be an Aries, which can be April the 15th through May the 15th. And or Scorpio if you got a birthday coming up, which is November the 15th through December the 15th. But if this emperor comes back into your life, be very careful. I'm telling you ahead of time. Um, this can be also, you know, a very headstrong male energy around you. Uncle, brother, father, husband, boyfriend. Um, Told you, there go your peace and harmony, like I said. And there go the chariot. You moving forward, you moving on. You got 618. Now, I'm not trying to change the way that you think, because you probably are a lot more tropical Western. Uh, but June, you're a Gemini for me. Okay? So, whether it's my channel or anybody else's channel, baby girl, okay? Listen to Gemini readings. You probably been listening either to Taurus or Cancer. Listen to Gemini. I did do all zodiac sign readings about the Mars in Gemini right now. Oh, so this is why you have all this Mars and aggression and strength and stuff coming out. It's because you really want to speak up. You're speaking up. You're speaking out. You're being very authoritative right now. You're taking charge. Um, you're feeling light talking and acting like a leader. You wanting to leave that shattered type of feeling in life behind. And you're doing very well. I'm proud of you, okay? Um, but it seems like you may feel that you're not getting the peace and the harmony from either yourself or people around you, friends, family, co-workers, or whatever, by and I'm channeling, so I'm not looking at what you're writing, okay? um it feels like you want to stay in this energy, but also have the peace and the harmony by being like how you moving yourself to be. And that's because you need to surround yourself with more people like you, and communities like my channel or other people directly in your community. Sign up with different programs. Create your own Aries energy emperor, um, so that you don't have to minimize yourself to fit in with other people. What's happening is that you're awakening, or you already awakened, and you're losing the people who want to stay like this. Okay? You also are looking and can be ready to soon accept invitations, get out, have a little fun. Um, you also got some type of new collaboration coming up as the emperor to the dolphins here. So I don't know if you're an influencer or you're creating some type of product or project. You can also be in school. Keep going. It's gonna work for you. Okay. Um, but remember, things are gonna change for you when Mars go retrograde and goes into Cancer. So utilize this energy as an emperor while you can. This Mars energy. Okay. To get as far as you can ahead. Be very effective in your communication. Um, use this peace or this downtime to work on things. You're gonna establish new friendships because source is telling me that they're going to send you new comrades, new people. The old people are out. You've outgrown them, or you will outgrow them very soon. Okay, baby girl. Okay, my channeling has gave me a headache, so I'm finished. Okay. Somebody give her my email, which is my name, Vesta Angels Tarot at gmail.com, or is it Vesta Angels Inc at Gmail? Okay, it should be in my description or somewhere. But I think that's gonna be it. We done did like an hour and 30 minutes. I ain't mean to go that long. And you're so welcome. What a lovely day, 90. Thank you for tuning in today. I know it's hard. Um, and yes, I see you as a Gemini in Vedic. In tropical Western, what most people do on YouTube, you may see yourself either as a Cancer or Taurus, but for me, you're a Gemini. So once you do indulge yourself and listen to a Gemini reading, you're going to see the difference of listening to either Taurus or Cancer. In my playlist, scroll over and go up under the live and go down to the all zodiac sign for the Mars reading I did last week. I did part one and part two. Listen to what I said for Gemini. Okay. And anything else I may have on my channel, listen for something for Gemini. Now, if you listen to somebody else on YouTube, listen for Gemini too. Okay. But you're going to see the difference of your reading if you always listen to Cancer or Taurus. Probably, yeah. Because I don't know, June 18th. I don't know, you may see yourself as a Taurus or on the bridge of Cancer. Not quite sure. But for me, you're a Gemini. Okay. And Mars is in your first house. So this is why you're feeling like this. Tropical Western is not going to tell you that because they don't feel that Mars is in your first house right now. But it is. They're saying that Mars is in Cancer. But for Vedic Sidereal, it's not. And for the real Geminis, you can tell the difference because you're feeling all of this aggression. You're feeling this um, passion, this desire, this energy, this I want to be independent. Um, sometimes you got strength and sometimes you don't. You want to communicate, and you want to tell it like it is. You probably have already been cussing and fussing. You may have even went off on somebody, and that's because Mars is in your first house. And you've got a lot of desire and energy right now. Utilize that. Exercise, walk, run, change your diet. Start implementing something with Mars in first house because it can be very draining if you don't utilize that energy properly. Okay? And it also can be used for the wrong reasons. But Mars in first house is very draining. It keeps you on the go. It got you like this. Mm-hmm. Okay. But like I said, you can always reach out to me. Vesta Angels Tarot, INC, or I think it's Vesta Angels Tarot at Gmail. Okay. And if you want to, you can tell me your story and I'll talk to you. But for everybody else, I love y'all. I will, of course, be back tomorrow because we got to learn these results. Remember that my readings are foresight, so things may not be happening right now, like I told you, but it will be a change when the sun hits Scorpio, and we need to get ready, not only around our environment, but with in house. Okay, in house meaning inside of yourself, your mind, your feelings, your emotions. For some of you, it's going to be your job or your job hours. Some of you may quit or get fired or change into a better position. Um, because eighth house of Scorpio is also about your money. Okay, it also is about your money. I do feel that somebody all of a sudden may want to be intimate with a lot of you when the sun goes into Scorpio, because they're gonna get very passionate. hmm And this is when they're gonna try and say something to you and make their move. So y'all stay tuned, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.